Hello, welcome back to Behind the Faders, the Live Sound channel. Today I want to talk about all the decibels. And yes, I can hear you shout, boring, but it's important. It's like when all you want to do is drive around in your car, you still have to know road signs. So if you're serious about being a sound engineer and you have not a bit knowledge about dBs, I really recommend keep watching. You know, decibels or dBs are a strange thing. You know, that term gets thrown around by everybody with no idea what it actually means. I mean, you hear it on the television all the time that this is so much dB or so many dBs, and this machine has so many dBs, but decibel as such is not a unit. dB is a ratio compared to a reference. And what comes after the dB, the letters that come after the dB, that's what makes it a unit. Okay, so let's clarify. I would say that two main different types of decibels. There are acoustic dBs and electronic dBs. So let's start with acoustic dBs. The reference for all acoustic dBs is the human hearing threshold, meaning 0 dB is nothing, no sound. The most common unit is dBSPL, sound pressure level. dBSPL is used for measuring overall volume in a room, or maybe for developing loudspeakers. Full frequency spectrum, and in dBSPL, 10 dB more is twice as much. So 110 dBSPL is twice as loud as 100 dBSPL. Then there is dBA. It works pretty much the same, but it has a frequency weighting. So it only looks at the frequency range of the human voice. So very low frequencies and very high frequencies are not in the equation. dBA is always used for measuring volume from a protection standpoint, kind of. So street noise, construction site noise, and of course, in our case, volume limits. Those are measured in dBA. And the third one we need to know when it comes to level limits is dB LEQ. LEQ stands for, hang on, I have to read that. Equivalent continuous sound level. Why that works out like LEQ, I have no idea. And that is dBA measured over a certain time frame. That could be 10 minutes, that could be 20 minutes, could be anything. So to make this unit complete, it should read dB LEQ 20 minutes. So you measure the sound over 20 minutes, and then you take the average level over the time period, and that's your dB LEQ. A few honorable mentions. There are other things like dBc, which is kind of SPL. I think the very low lows don't play a role, but it's the entire frequency spectrum not being used for anything that I'm aware of. And there used to be dBb, which was kind of in the middle of dBc and dBA. Nobody uses it anymore. You can forget about them. So those are the important acoustic decibels. Now when we come to electric decibels, so the biggest difference to the acoustic dBs is now the reference is different from unit to unit. So 0 dB does not mean no sound. So 0 dB in this case means unity gain, meaning you don't change the level of anything coming through. So the level it comes in is the level it goes out. And there are basically only two really important units for us. The first one is dBu in the analog domain. And dBu, 0 dB, so unity gain equals 0.775 volts. Why that strange number? Well, that originates way back when telephones and broadcast equipment and all the audio units used to have an impedance of 600 ohms for long distance. And if you send 1 volt through 600 ohms, you end up with this 0.775 volt. And in this case, 6 dB more is twice as much. To make this a little bit more complicated even, the nominal level all throughout professional audio equipment is not 0.775. It is this, well, the broadcast studio standard plus 4 dB, which then equals 1.23 volts or something like that. So the zero on your desk is plus 4 dB, but throughout the entire equipment. So it still means unity gain. So things pass through without getting change in volume. So your metering on your desk probably is set up like that. So 0 dB is unity gain. Or there's another unit, and that's dBFS. That's a digital unit, meaning dB full scale. And in this unit, the reference, so the 0 dB is the threshold to digital clipping. So that's the level you should never exceed. Never get over 0 dB full scale. And if your metering on your desk or the scaling on your faders are in dBFS, now minus 18 is your analog unity gain. I'm not sure if all desks work like that, but that is really all I know. Minus 18 dB full scale is your unity gain in the analog domain. And that are already all the dBs that matter for us. So it's not that much in the end, is it? So dBSPL, dBA, dBLEQ. And electric, dBu, dBFS. I mean, there are more. There is a dBm, there's a dBV where 0 dB is 1 volt, so it's kind of the origin of dBu, and some more. But they don't really matter so much for us. If you have a different opinion, let me know. So, different opinions, comments, questions, please leave them in the comment section. If you have a lot of questions or a special set of questions, consider booking yourself a coaching call. They start at 15 minutes. And if you haven't already, please subscribe to the channel. It really, really helps a lot. That's it for today. See you around. Bye-bye.